Hey there guys, Kate here, and today we are gonna be talking about Roblox items that Roblox broke and they didn't fix them for 10 plus years, which is a crazy long time to not fix an item. But before I can actually get into this item, like and subscribe, because why not, it's free and I would appreciate it. Right, so story time. Yeah, we are going back in time today and we are gonna talk about a very old Roblox event. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the 2010 egg hunt was the last event of its kind. Okay, so in 2008 it was the very first egg hunt, and one day while people were in game, eggs just started falling from the sky in every game, and if you touched the egg, it went to your inventory. This isn't about the 2008 egg hunt, this is about the 2010 egg hunt, which was actually very controversial because even though it started raining eggs from the sky during the summer of 2010, not during Easter, that's not the controversial part. The fact is, if you didn't have Builders Club, you could only collect up to 3 eggs. Imagine being excited and finding a super rare egg, but you have already collected 3 eggs, so that's all you can do, unless you give Roblox real money. Now think about 2010. That's the same year they introduced Builders Club only games, which at the time was the most hated update of all time. But that's besides the point. I mean, old controversies are over a decade old, and the point on the fact is 2010 egg hunt was the last egg hunt to have eggs falling from the sky in every game, because after that the egg hunts would have games, or games that specifically eggs will spawn in, rather than eggs falling from the sky in every Roblox game. Now all the different eggs had different rarities and difficulties, and as you can see by the title of this video, it's about Roblox deleting these limiteds. So yes, imagine you have an item you spent thousands of Robux on, and then it's not limited anymore. So basically, you just wasted your Robux. Actually, there have been only like 4 items in Roblox history that had their limited tags removed and are still available as they were as limited. Alright, I mean, I guess it's the equivalent of like buying a non-limited item, but it's still interesting to think that at one point these items were limited, but now they are not anymore. Now most of the eggs from the 2010 egg hunt are limited to this date, and there was actually a point where all of them, just about all of them, were limited, but as it turns out, they unlimited some of these eggs due to a glitch. So let's go ahead and talk about these eggs. Right, so the first egg I'm going to talk about today is the dark crimson egg of Nemesis, and this is a rare, really cool looking egg. I mean, it's a red egg and it's really rare. Now what if I told you at one point that this egg was limited, had its limited tag removed, but it's now back to being unlimited? So first of all, let's jump to August 5th, 2010, before this was limited. You can see the item here, it's not limited yet, but then if we fast forward the clock to 2011, when they made all the 2010 egg hunts limited, this is what the egg looked like on April 29th, 2011. You see the limited tag here, and you can see people selling it for a few hundred Robux. I mean, imagine collecting an item in a game for free and being able to sell it for hundreds of Robux later, which by the way, hundreds of Robux was worth a lot more back in 2011. I mean, you could buy a classic fedora for like 1000 Robux in the same era. But yeah, as you can see, this egg was limited, but as it turns out, they actually removed its limited tag. So if we fast forward the clock here to July 14th, 2011, not even 3 months later, we could see that 551 people bought it while it was limited, but it's no longer a collectible item. The limited tag is gone and the description was updated. We will re-enable collectible status on this item after we have patched a bug affecting it. Thanks. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what the bug is, but according to some people at the time, apparently if you bought the egg, you would gain another egg or some weird stuff like that. But the weird thing is, if you look at this egg later down the line, they didn't re-enable it for a very long time. So for a short period in 2011, this was limited, and for a longer period it was not limited, but now it's back to being unlimited. So let's continue this theme of Roblox deleting limiteds. There's one more egg to talk about, which is the golden fabricate egg of Hivemind, which is an even rarer, harder to get egg now. But the glitch occurred when it went limited in 2011, and it's sold. So this was the rarest egg in the 2010 egg hunt, and people would spend lots of Robux on it when it was limited. So yeah, as you can see, the description also said it would be re-enabled, and has gone back to being limited a very long time later. Well, why were their limited tags removed? Well, for the first item, it was accidentally put on sale for one ticket, and then its limited status was revoked. For the other items, I'm not really sure, but all of them had their limited tag removed for the exact amount of time, around 10 years. So yeah, that's the story of these two limiteds that were basically deleted from existence and then were brought back to being a limited after a very long time. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.